Biker Trash here. I was just reminded, I have been saying I was going to review this guy. This is, of course, Blackout from the movie line. Mine has a problem. I don't know if it jumped a gear with its automorph, but the center part of the helicopter will not stay in place. If anybody has this problem and knows how to fix it, I'd appreciate it. Got a very good alt mode. Comes together real well. The only thing throwing it off is the little area where they put Scorponok. And there's Scorponok. There's not a whole lot I can say about this alt mode except that it's... To do the transformation, it's possible to do it with the back half of them attached, but I like things simple. Simple things are good. So let's just take and pull this off and set it aside first. The next part of the transformation is going to be taking and dropping the legs out from underneath it a little bit. The sides of the helicopter pull out slightly, and everything flips and gets out of the way of everything else. Now this is his automorph right here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold this and get it. Okay, like right here, and whenever you pull all this up and straighten the legs out, his head pops out, and the landing gear folds in behind his head. So you got that taken care of. The hips clip forward underneath. Rotate the hips 180 degrees. The next part is the outside of the fuselage right here opens up, and the heel spur actually goes inside the rotor blades. Come out of here very easily. That's a complaint of mine, but it helps in this situation. So all this comes out, and I didn't notice this until I sat down to do this. They have a panel between the toes that pops out, and oh, that's got a little bit of automorph to it. Whenever you pull that forward, a little panel comes out on the knee. There's no hinge. It's just they thin the plastic out, and it kind of bends and lets that pop out. And I had never noticed. I noticed this earlier, and I just now noticed the knee doing that. There we go. Except I've got the leg turned backwards. Okay, so anyway, see if I can get this to where it shows better. It just barely moves. I mean, maybe a 1/16 of an inch, but it does make a little bit of a difference. Now they've got a notch on the heel spur. What you do is you close this panel back, and it won't let it pivot up anymore. It catches in that notch, and it really, this character, the movie legs of the actual CGI model are a lot different. They're more open. The legs on the action figure itself, they're much more traditional legs, and I actually like this better than this right here that we rotated out of the way. Is all going to collapse in on his back. That's all going to clip together. Come on, clip together. Alright. The arms flip down out from underneath these sections right here. I don't know what they would be in helicopter terms. They have these little covers right here. That comes back and over. And does not fall off. You did not see that. Actually, y'all probably all did. Okay, so you've got all this flipped around, all good and everything. He's got some rockets that mount underneath here. Really well-armed figure. Attach this back onto... Oh, this right here pulls off, rotates around to the back, and reclips top of the tail section. I don't even remember what figure it was I was talking about, that the tail section of the helicopter almost touches the ground. This one, whenever he's standing straight up and down, it is touching the ground. Right now I've still got all of his rotor blades all splayed out in all directions. The way they're supposed to be is whatever side of the robot they're on, just fold it down, and it looks like that from the back of the figure. This right here unclips from the back. You kind of got to fold this up and over, And because of the way the arms are made, they have these pegs on top, and oh dear Lord, they almost look like minicon pegs. Hang on, I gotta see. Oh dear, don't fit. Oh, it fits. They put minicon ports on these. Oh, they won't let it die. Well, I was doing good until I noticed they had the little hole right there for the minicon. And I was thinking, hey, it's kind of neat. It looks familiar for some reason. That's why. So anyway, you got this pivot in it, and you can kind of rest the hand in it. Spread this back out, and you have a little spinny weapon, and really it's got a good little wingspan. But because of all the gears inside to be able to work Scorponok off of it, it doesn't stay spinning whenever you stop. I mean, it's like maybe a spin and a half after you stop pushing, if you push hard enough. Another thing that a lot of people mention about this guy is his size. Like, Brawl is not a very big deluxe class figure, so he's a bad example. Next to Brawl, he looks like a Voyager almost. But if you get another Voyager class, in fact I'll grab a couple. Optimus Prime here is taller. Megatron is head and shoulders taller. See if I don't have a movie figure. Oh, I know, I'll go get Ratchet. Ratchet's quick to transform. Ratchet's got a minicon port too! I'm gonna have to look at all these figures again just to check for minicon ports. Oh, Lord, I thought they were done. Here is Ironhide, and he makes him look like a deluxe. He is slightly larger than a standard deluxe, but not by much. I mean, he is smallish. But I'll tell you what I like about it that I find neat. To me, this guy is a throwback to Bulkhead and Landmine from Energon. They were sold as, I believe, Ultras, but they were nowhere near as big as an Ultra was supposed to be because they had so much that went into their weapon, especially on Landmine. Landmine is just a great figure and doesn't look right without his armor, in my opinion. But this guy, he looks good without his tail. And if you put the tail on him, all it does is, you know, get in the way of posability and make him incredibly back heavy, which might be the reason why it touches the ground. They just knew he needed the support. The detail work on him is incredible. The head is something else. The upper arm is very well detailed. A lot of, looks like cables and pistons and everything. And this guy is solid 8. If the rest of the line wouldn't be so good already, this guy would probably be another 10. But he's definitely at least an 8. You know, even though he's shortish, and I'm looking at it through rose-colored glasses, remembering a really cool figure from another line, and he benefits from that. And he's got his little scorpion buddy. Fits very well right there. I doubt that was intentional. He's just the right size.
If you're gonna be a superstar, you're gonna have to check out the stars.